drunk. Do you get me? Got me doing things I never do. If yes, I'm drunk, I'm telling you. Oh, ooh, I'm drunk. Ooh, ooh. I had too many Moscow mules. Do you get me? I had a bunch of those. I had like two. And before that, I had a White Claw. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you my good luck for the evening. Also, shout out to me. I'm wearing a kafaya because Free Palestine. The guy who gave this to me was some fucking non binary, motherfucking lame ass, bitch ass nigga. Pussy ass. I don't like that man. Because I'll put it this way, if you're the type of nigga to be like, I adore you and I want to take you on a shopping spree and get you whatever you want, just throw it in the bag type shit. And then we go to Victoria's Secret and you get me one single bra and panty set, and you are rejecting the idea of anything more than that, even a single fucking penny more. And then I ask why, and then you stutter and pause for a long time before you eventually have a eureka moment, and you're like, for Palestine. Honestly, every dollar in my pocket, like every time I even think of spending a dollar, I just know in my heart that I have to save that dollar for Palestine. That's a funny thing to say for someone who's 40 and was promising to spend the bag on me, but okay. And then guess what? This pussy ass non binary bitch tried to go to Lush and spend like fucking $100 on bath bombs only for themselves. I didn't tolerate that shit. I met them at the register to their fucking horror with my own items, and I was like, "Can you get this for me?" And they were like, "Oh, I can get you anything for free. Any free items I can get you." I wasn't phased. I was like, "Oh, cashier, can you help ring up the items so they can know what the price will be?" And I made them buy me that shit. And guess what? That person didn't get met up with, because it's like, oh, also they tried to demand I give them half of my free samples. Like after everything was said and done and they went back to their city, they had the nerve to try to be like, "Ooh, I didn't get free samples, so make sure you save half of them for me, and like so that I can have some too." Nigga, one, you're supposed to ask for free samples. Two, you do have free samples. They gave you free samples. Three, what? I'm supposed like I have the smallest sliver of soap, smaller than the fucking like openage of my eyeballs. And you expect me to break that shit in half and give it to you, you broke ass nigga? What's wrong with you? It's like you really want, like, you got all those fucking bath bombs and you want me to save you 0.00001 milliliters of fucking peppermint foot lotion, bitch, with a little bit of mica in it, synthetic mica? Shut the fuck up. Like, bitch, get out of my face. Anyway, so yeah, they got to be alone at Folsom Street Fair and I got to enjoy my life without them. I love my life. What was I saying? Oh, but yeah, that nigga got me this kafaya. And he was like, it's one of the last factories that ever stood in Palestine, one of the last remaining few. Wonderful, wonderful. But was I going somewhere with that? I probably was, but I'm too drunk to remember. But yeah, look at my kafaya. I love it. It's pretty and pink and perfect. I accidentally ripped out a thread a second ago trying on some beautiful jewelry. I like that I believe in wearing and supporting and loving all the cultures of all the jewelry. One second. I support anything that looks and feels good. So if it means I'm gonna wear a beautiful fucking pink kafaya as a headscarf with my Ethiopian opal, hell yeah. If it means I'm gonna fucking open up a package full of motherfucking Indian style gorgeous fucking jewelry. Look at this. It's so beautiful. It looks even better on me. I'm just a little tired and I already tore my kafaya, so I'm not I feel bad about tearing my kafaya. Like, you see that loose thread? It's like, this is a rare object. I feel bad about damaging it, so I don't want to try it on, even just to get internet clout. But this is beautiful. And it's one of three necklaces. It's fucking... See how beautiful this is? Hell yeah. Anyway, but back to what I was saying. What was I saying? Tonight was a beautiful night. I was running my event. And I was like, shit, I bring candy each time for audience members. And like, I don't have the funds or time or transportation needed to get candy this time. So I reached out to multiple people, and boy, was I surprised tonight. Let's just say I asked, like, the person who I thought was going to bring the candy tonight was the venue. I talked to the venue. I was like, oh, excuse me, I'm throwing this event tonight and I adore it, but I'm not able to get the candy tonight. Could you grab specifically like a big family or party size bag of Kit Kats or Twix for me? And they were like, absolutely, I can. I can meet you at the start time and be nice and early. Imagine my shock when I got there and they had several rolls of like Starburst and Mambas and like a few fucking king sized like you know those big Kit Kats they're making where they're like Kit Kats but the size of bricks and it's like still one person serving sizes. It's like, I'll put it this way, imagine you ask for enough candy to feed like 30 to 40 people, and instead you get enough candy that can like maybe feed one single Tamia for like 2 or 3 days, or like a small party. I'll put it just not nearly the fuck enough. I wanted to, like, I remember the bartender was like, here you go, the owner left this for you, and I saw it and I was just, I didn't even, I was so enraged because several times I had been juked or fooled by people who would say, yeah, I'll bring the specific candy you asked for at the specific time. And I'll put it this way, if I say bring a big family size bag of Twix and Kit Kats at 5:30, do not show up like an hour later with fucking saltwater taffy and peach rings and a bad attitude. And that happened like twice. So third time was a charm, and boy was I uncharmed. I was the opposite of charmed. I was pissed the fuck off. But I held it together because I'm very patient as a person. So I just was like, oh. Mm, mm. And then right as I was thinking to myself, and I was like, okay, well, I guess we just don't have really that. I guess I could just awkwardly spit it and share it with a bunch of fucking people. Okay, whatever. It was awkward. But you know what happened? Eventually, this one fucking performer, he comes in huge fucking 2 huge bags of Twix under each arm, and he's a big fucking fella. When I see him, I physically scream, "Yeah, that's what the fuck I'm talking about!" at the top of my lungs, and the bartender shook, and he's like, "Oh, that's what you wanted," and we all were turning up. It was hella great. I was in a great mood. That shit gave me such a rush of adrenaline that for the rest of the evening I was ecstatic and happy throughout the whole event, as if I chugged like fucking 3 Mountain Dews back to back. But the whole time I had no food in my stomach or system that day whatsoever. Nothing but tap water and vibes, baby, and adrenaline. Like, I was so hyperactive, but you know what? I've been so good at making people feel special because I do see people as special. That's something I genuinely have as a trait of mine. I just, like, I'll put it this way, I know every human being is special, but yeah, I saw everybody today and it was great. There was only one bitch didn't like me. And I'll put it this way, that's because I think it was the same bitch that was mad sometime like a month or two ago when me and like a few audience members were playing a game where we were all comparing each other to like fucking famous celebrities that we had seen before in TV and television. And this one guy, like, he already got casually roasted and we were laughing our ass off. And this one black girl, she got mad at me because I saw the fucking wig she had on and the headscarf she got on, and I said, "Is it me or does she look kind of like Io Debris does in The Bear, like that girl from The Bear?" And she gave me such a shitty look, and I thought, "Oh fuck, that came off wrong." Like, I'm not saying Io Debris is ugly, but I'll put it this way: it's not like, I don't know. It's one of those things where if someone said you looked like that, maybe you wouldn't be the happiest person. I'm not saying Io Debris is ugly, but it's like, it's like, let's just say if you said someone looked like Io Debris, they would not take it the same way as if you said they looked like Beyonce, because the world is a colorist, fucked up, fucking ableist, shitty place. But it's like, Io Debris is a sexy ass black girl, beautiful fucking teeth. I would tongue kiss her and fuck the shit out of. I love Io Debris. I didn't see anything wrong with that sentiment. I just forgot that other people don't see her as the cutest girl ever, but I'd let her peg me to death. She could fuck me to death. I'm letting you know that off the bat. God bless Io Debris. We love Io Debris. Either way, I saw this beautiful dark skinned girl, and it's like, bitch, it's not because, like, bitch, I'm not even saying you facially look like Io Debris. I was just saying you have the same skin color. You have like a fucking white collared shirt on and a fucking headscarf, a bandana on top of your hair that specifically makes you look as if you're an actor who's ready to go, yes, chef, or teach someone how to use a fucking knife. on the fucking bear. It's not an insult. I didn't mean it as an insult. I just meant it as a, hey, her hairstyle is exactly like that one actress in The Bear, but she took it personally and she was angry about it, and that's her fucking issue, not mine. That bitch can kill herself. She should fucking die. But that's my. Sorry. I don't care. I saw this bitch tonight. Pretty sure it was her. Let's just say she had a beautiful big afro. Huge. Was it uneven? Yes, but I didn't fucking mention it because it's like sometimes that just happens. All I know is I approached her. I didn't even know it was her at first. I was like, ooh, a beautiful afro. And this bitch gave me a stare. And it's like, all right, whatever. She's being weird. Not my issue. I still mean what I said and fuck it. Like, I could pull off an afro and she can pull off an afro. It's like, I like afros and I like black women. Fuck it. Let's do it. But as time went on, it was kind of funny. I'll put it this way. The event started and this bitch, oh my god, how do I even explain? I'll put it this way. Imagine like your show's beginning and then your host is like, give it up to Tam, the producer tonight, and everyone in the building who all individually had a conversation with me where I gave them candy, talked to them, hyped them up, let them sign up, let them have a great time. They all fucking clap and woo and like cheer their ass off for me, and only two bitches didn't. Stupid mid bitch with the afro. Mid because of her personality, not because of her looks. Like, I'm just saying, if you're someone who is very attractive but your personality is like a fucking rotten turd on the streets of San Francisco, congratulations, you're a four in my book. And then her ugly ass friend. And it's like, okay, two chopped bitches. Okay, not interested. But I'll put it this way. Like, at first, my migraine, I've noticed I have ocular migraines, so whenever I get a little irritated, it's like a little something above here starts throbbing and fucking with my vision or whatever. But either way, like, maybe 5 minutes later as the evening goes on, I stand up real quick to talk to, like, someone about, like, hey, can you unplug the pinball machines? They're making hella noise and interrupting comedians, blah, blah, blah. As I get back to my seat, I'm fanning myself because I'm sweating because I'm a hard worker for this event and I love it. I want to make sure it goes right. And I respect comedians and performers and all these people. At some point, my host is like, hey, Tam, why are you fanning yourself, huh? And I say, oh, just because I'm hot as fuck. It's hot in here. And he goes, you are always hot as fuck. You showed up today looking like you were wearing something off of New York Fashion Week. Always fashionable, always sexy. Give it up for Tam. And then the building cheered even louder than they did in the first place. And I have to say, that was so fucking funny because then guess what immediately happened? The two bitches who didn't like me almost immediately left in anger. And that's so funny. It's like, see, my vibes were right about you. Get the fuck out of here. But funny enough, the one with the afro did eventually keep trying to come back in. Let's just say this bitch kept taking hella candy, but it's like, whatever. It was one of those things where it's like, okay, broke bitch, enjoy the candy. Like, I could say some more evil shit, but I'm not gonna say anything other than, like, okay, stank ass broke. Like, the first time I was there, she did it straight up ask for the full bag of candy at the end of, I'm just saying. It's just like, okay, little stank hoe with the bad attitude who isn't even watching comedy, keep coming in and taking like 7 Twix at a time with your stank ass and trying to come back for seconds, because it's like, okay, good luck to you, bitch. But, you know, I wasn't that pissed about it because I thought to myself, hey, she's got a shitty little attitude and I don't want to care about her anyway, so good luck to her. But as the evening went on, funny enough, more people kept coming in with candy. It was so funny. This one sweet dude, oh, lovely Michael, he showed up. He was so sweet. He was like, hey, Tam, I have that package of that jewelry you ordered that you sent to my house, but also I couldn't get you candy tonight. I'm so sorry, but I did bring you this. And he got me like a fancy little Rice Krispie treat from Starbucks, and that was nice. Another comedian showed up and he brought this like 2 huge bags, one of Twix, or not as huge as the other guy. The other guy brought some fucking damn near gallon sizes of fucking Twix, but he still bought some pretty big party size bags, like one of Twix and one of Kit Kats. And then it was one of those things where I thought to myself, holy fucking shit. I felt so blessed that like people loved me so much with me running this event that they all decided like, hey, we heard Tam was short on candy and we're men and we want to make her life easier because we like her a lot, so we are gonna fucking problem solve. And fucking all of them decided to stockpile as much candy as we can to make her happy, and they did, and I was ecstatic. I still am. I want to cry. It was so sweet. Sorry, I had so much praise and beautiful stuff happen tonight that I could come. I might orgasm later tonight, but I will say this. people were complimenting me left and right. I think almost every person who got on stage tonight. We didn't have as big as of a turnout as usual, but we still, I'll put it this way, we packed out the fucking room. Don't get me wrong. It was just like, oh, instead of like 20 or 22 comedians, we had like what, like 14? That's pretty damn, like, but all of them had like 7 minutes each, and it was like almost all of them were hitters. I was so fucking happy. And it was funny. Almost every person who got on stage flirted with me. Even the owner's daughter flirted with me. I asked her at some point, and she gave me a free, like, fucking thick ass barbecue sandwich on the house and an energy drink for free, and some more drinks for free. I asked her, I was like, hey, did the spicy mustard on my sandwich make my mouth red, like around it? And she said, what, your lips? They look beautiful as always. And she said it in a specific way that, let's just say, I blushed so hard for like 3 to 5 minutes straight. I was about to come. Oh, she's fine as hell. She knows she's fine as hell. Oh, yeah. God damn it. Alright. I'm happy. God bless. Time went on. Oh, yeah. I got so many compliments, so much praise. One comedian was extra funny because he told a joke where he was talking about how bees use their stingers and how they basically, like, they basically are like, hey, you won't get me, bitch, because I'll kill myself first. And he did a joke where he kind of like subtly humped in the air to symbolize a bee sting, and everyone else caught it but me. And so the comedian joked, yeah, that was specifically for Tam. And I was laughing as I got up and walked to the bathroom just because I wanted to pee real quick. But the bathrooms were locked. So I came back and he said, yeah, Tam just had to go to the fucking bathrooms because she had to just go rub one out like super fast. Damn, she was hella quick. See how she came out? It was because it was that easy for her after me humping the air like that. And the crowd was losing their fucking mind. And he was like, he was impersonating me. He was like, she had to be like, yeah, I have to rub one out immediately. Oh my god, he's got me so fucking soaked. I gotta rub it out. I was fucking cackling, dude. It doesn't help that I also mildly have a crush on that comedian, but a passive crush. Nothing serious. Just like, oh, I recognize this is an attractive guy who also is funny. But he's taken, and I don't play that shit. But it still is funny having a dude who you found attractive just openly do like hella time on stage where it's like, hell yeah, I thrusted in the air specifically for Tamia. I bet that got her pussy wet. She had to masturbate in the bathroom quick as fucking coming thinking about me. At some point, he was joking about it so long, and he could tell I was struggling to breathe and blushing so fucking hard that he had to be like, what I'm doing to you is basically like sexual assault. I'm sorry. This is basically sexual assault, like what I'm doing. It's like a crime, actually. Oh, that shit was just fucking hysterical. Anything else worth saying? Oh, let's see. Oh, I just had a wonderful evening, and it's a great evening to, like, I left with, like, half of my delicious barbecue sandwich, White Claw in the house that I chugged. A hella people were getting, like, my phone numbers and staying afterwards just to tell me how much they loved the event, and that means a lot to me that there were people who are usually booked and busy and stuff making time to see my event and coming in and even staying all the way till the end just to get a chance to hug me again and tell me how much fun they had and when they might see me next and how excited they are for the next event. And that makes me so, I love it so much. I could cry, but I'm just very grateful, and I hope you know it. Also, my throat's a little sore, but it's been sore for a while. Trust me, I was coughing up bloody chunks earlier today. Don't ask too much about it. Just know I'm okay. And I'm okay. I'm just grateful. I'm so happy. God bless. Let's see. Something. Yeah, and I got to tell my buddies. Yeah, this one specific guy, he was a really big fan of me. And he was like, I want to know every other event you're doing in the area. I want, and like, what's so wholesome is that a bunch of introverts who don't usually get out the house and don't have a lot of friends have been coming to my events, and because of that they've been making friends, they've been meeting people and socializing and building confidence, and it's actually becoming more of a community space, and that makes me really happy, to the point where I don't give a fuck if stupid busted bitches with fucked up ass afros or their weirdo fucking queerdo ass friends, fucking big ass fucking motley crew ass bitches, fuck them. Also, before you get mad, I'm also queer and non-binary. I'm just saying, it's like if you saw some of the looks I got and shit, like let's just say you would have been impressed at how well I handled getting brushed off by some people, but for the most part, everyone else loved me, and I love it. I love that I can feel when I have an effect on people, and it feels really goddamn good, and I love it so much, and it makes me happy, and it felt amazing to be like I have a bag full of candy that can last me like for like most of October. All these candies and sweets that people bought because I mean that much to them, and that's such a beautiful feeling, and I might cry. And so much positive comments and flirtations that I don't 100% remember because I'm drunk, but also because I try not to, believe it or not, I try not to let myself get too big of a head about things, but sometimes I should. I almost didn't ask for anyone to bring candy at all because I thought, oh, do I deserve this? Blah, 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 blah. But sometimes it's not about if you deserve it. Do you want it? And will someone do it for you? And the answer is if there's a chance, even if it's very slow, try it. It might be your lucky day. And today was. It was an extraordinarily lucky day. I'm so happy. And as time has went on, let's see, other highlights. Oh yeah, we went out to a second bar. I had like 2 Moscow mules purchased for me and had a lot of fun there. And like socialized, clapped, cheered for people, and it was fun. I like when I can sit front row at a comedy show and then clap and laugh really loud, and it causes everyone else to laugh because laughter is addictive. People have been calling me a good luck charm recently, and honestly, that has been a consistent. And as long as people have known me, especially in the performing arts scene, they kind of have known like whenever Tam's around, like audiences laugh harder, people get more ecstatic and excited. She brings out something. And so sometimes it'll be like, hey, Tam, you get in for free just because you're the good luck charm. Or hey, come sit front row because without you, we don't know. Like, we need someone to support the comedians when they're bombing, and even if they're doing great, it just helps if you're there, because if you have a drink in your system that we'll give you on the house for free and you laugh a little hard, everyone will erupt into tears and laughter and have a great fucking time. And God bless, it's such a fun feeling. And I had that tonight and it was wonderful. Let's see what else happened. Oh, we went to a third bar. Yeah. That was funny. We somehow made it in time for the end of their show, despite it being super late at night. And I wandered to the back, and I stumbled upon this one big shot comedian, at least big shot in my book, or up and coming big shot, and this one lovely lady named Taylor. And the big shot comedian, I guess, was talking to Taylor, and I thought they were long term friends or something. But let's just say, when I popped a seat with them, I stole Taylor's attention, and that made the big shot very a certain way. Once you catch the signs of envy and jealousy, it's like you catch it all the time, and it's like, wow, it's more common than you think. Wow. But I'll put it this way: some men pop out and then they'll use humor, negging, or sucking their own dick, but metaphorically, just over talking about their accomplishments, their stories, their life, just yapping or saying fuck. Like if a woman says something about her life, they'll make a joke or they'll dig into her or roast her, but they won't actually care about whatever she goes through or ask her questions. Meanwhile, I just strolled in and I happened to ask her, it's like, oh, you say you're from Australia. What would you say was like the most high feeling you've had as you were out there? Like, what's your experience? And I asked her small questions about here and there about her fling or her travels or what she does for work. And let's just say she was so happy and into me within such a short time that you could feel that the other dude was secretly kind of disgusted and angry about it. At some point, I tried joking his way too, because let's just say me and her, yeah, I remember one of the first topics we talked about that she really appreciated me asking about. Because I'm one of those people where I don't really give a fuck if a question is intrusive. I don't know, I'm pretty good at being able to tell when a person is just grateful to be asked a question, or when sometimes they're just happy to be asked a topic that like not others have. So she mentioned that she was very anxious, and I could tell she wanted to talk about it. And I asked if she takes medicine for that and how that works in her experience, and she told me about it. And me and her started talking about that and our experience. And the dude kind of didn't know what to say, so he just kind of chimed in like, "Y'all talking about some crazy stuff. I can't relate to that. I'm over here talking about normal shit. Y'all talking about medicine and nurse shit, and I don't know. Like, I don't know." And at some point, I was like, "What? You don't have anxiety?" He said, "No." I said, This nigga doesn't have anxiety? What?" And I said it as a joke. And I was like, "That's fucking crazy. Nigga, you are so lucky." But he still had a little bit of, like, it's hard to mock the look he gave me, but you could see it in his eyes that it was some sort of, like, a cross between, like, this and, like, this. And, like, it was like a little angry, sort of like a look of displeasure. And I made it clear, I was like, I just joked. I was like, "Holy fucking shit. You are a funny ass comedian. And you ain't got, you're just mentally healthy as fuck, just raw dog in life, nigga. What? No anxiety, no depression. You better, holy shit, you are powerful." And that, you better be careful, because some people will fucking hate you for that. You're like you're blessed. That's scary. I joked. I was like, some niggas will want to end you over that. Like some fucking, you better be careful. They'll Ides of March your ass. They'll just be like, he hated that joke. He was like, "I think this is happening here. I think that's what y'all are doing." And I had to make it clear. It's like, "Nah, I'm supporting you." I think he kind of could tell I was still supporting him. I was just cracking jokes, but he was being the sensitive one. It's like, "No, nigga, I'm not saying, I don't want to stab you because you're not depressed, you fucking loser. Stupid fuck." I want to say really bad words, but I won't. I'm just saying it was a joke. It's a joke, not a dick. Don't take it hard. You're a comedian. You can't laugh at stuff. Fucking pussy. I want to say bad words. I'm too drunk, so if I say bad words, they're gonna be very bad, so I won't do that. Instead, I will say, "Look at my sparkly jewelry. God bless and amen." Oh, but let's just say this idiot made me want to invent new slurs. And I don't even know slurs. I was gonna just make up some shit. I was gonna call this nigga a clump nugget. I was gonna call him a scrunge, whatever that is. God bless. I actually did call some of those 2 words back in middle school. Don't ask me how it went. It went okay. Don't remind me. God damn it, I'm depressing myself. But fuck middle school. Fuck middle school. I don't remember middle school. Repress it. Repress it in the back of my mind. Alright. But yeah, like, I was just joking with the nigga, and he was all sensitive and fragile, but he was drunk too. Let's just say you could tell the girl was uncomfortable with him and really, really liked me. And it was funny, at some point she was like, "I'm gonna go to the bar," and me and him started talking. I barely remember what me and him said. He wasn't but he did admit to me something along the lines of, me and her were like, I only knew her for like 10 minutes before you arrived. And I was like, "Oh shit, really? Only 10 minutes?" And he was like, "Yeah. And then you had to come and make things interesting. So interesting." And he said in a certain little eye rolly type of she little tone. And I was like, "Oh, what you mean by interesting?" He said, "You had to make things in, like, I don't know, you made that, you just did that thing." And I was like, "Do you think you're not interesting? Because you're plenty interesting." And he was like, "No, I can't do shit like that." And I was like, "You are. Like, nigga, you're so interesting. All you have to do is just show up. That's what you gotta do. You don't have to do much. You know that too, right?" And he kind of was shook. I think that's when he kind of, like, stopped being so fragile, because he was like, "Oh shit, ego getting stroked." He still was hesitant, but he was like, "Oh, what do you mean I'm interesting?" And it's like, yeah, it's like, what can I say? Like, no, nigga, I've seen you. You can overtake a room. God bless it. Like, you have a talent. Keep it up. And he eased up a little bit. But even then, we went to the bar to find her, and you could tell she had a little look of disgust of like, "Oh shit, he's here." But she was still, like, straining a smile because she was happy to see me. And let's just say it was a wonderful feeling to end the event with her. Like, let's just say me and her hugged like 2, maybe 3 times before I left. And each time, like, we talked some more, and she was trying to see if she could even meet up with me tomorrow and stuff. And she was so sweet. She was even like, Like each time before the hug, she was like, "You are such a delight. You are a genuine delight to be around, and you are a blessing to know." And she hugged me, and then I paused to say goodbye to my homie, and it was funny because he hugged me, and I don't think he was doing it on some hater shit, but fuck if I know. He hugged me a little too tight. A little too tight. Like it felt like it was tightening around the bra strap area of my spine, and it kind of hurt. It felt like I was about to have a Mortal Kombat fatality, but I just kind of joked like, "Hell yeah, nigga, I like a tight hug like that. Make it cozy, tighter, nigga, tighter." And he just feels me spread my arms apart like I'm fucking getting ready to go on a cross or some shit, and he just kind of laughs and hugs a little tight. But then he just is like, "I like that you just fucking freed yourself. You just released yourself to fully embrace me." And I was like, "Hell yeah. Can't handle anything less for you, man." I said I was gonna take all of that shit. Hell yeah, that's what I like. And he liked the birding. He was like, "Hell yeah." He was happy as fuck. And then for the girl, like yet again, I went in for a second hug, and I was about to slide her my number just so we could stay in platonic touch. And she yet again, she was like, "You are such a delight, and I truly mean you are such a delight. Like God bless you are such a wonderful, sweet, fucking beautiful present." Sorry, what the fuck was that? Oh, that was my mouth. I got scared. I thought I had a glitch on my phone. Whatever. But either way, she was like, "Hey, you are such a sweet, wonderful, beautiful presence to know, and it's a blessing to know you. You are so much fun and lively, and I hope I can see you again soon." And we talked, and it was nice, and it was sweet. And I don't know, it just feels good. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels good. I like that I can run an event where people as old as like 77 show up just because they know like this is the place to have fun. I like that people as young as 18 will be like, "I have nothing to do on a late night, so let me go to this fucking venue and watch the performances and just support so I can see Tam and get a Twix from her and have a wonderful little positive hug and a conversation." And I like that. I like that I have a positive space where some introverts can get out their shell, where people and parents who worked a little too hard can have a break to breathe, where young people who have been through a lot and don't totally know how to like socialize or have a community know that there's a safe space for them to come for free. You don't have to buy anything. Even just showing up is good enough. It's beautiful, and you're allowed here, and I love you. And it's a nice feeling to just see someone's eyes like I don't know. If you would have seen how I was socializing with no food in my stomach, no caffeine, just pure adrenaline and excitement and happiness, I was making every motherfucker in there smile so huge and feel so special. Even though at some point I was a little too hyperactive, but it was a blessing. God bless. And I got everything I needed done, and everything went perfectly, and that's all that matters. I had a great time, and every single person in there smiled at me. And I shouted the name of every person who came in and gave them a hug and gave them some candy and offered for them to sign up. And if they didn't, I respected their boundary and supported them, let them talk about their life, let them feel good, and made them feel just as welcomed as I know I needed when I was younger. I love myself so much, I'll say I would have had such a better childhood if when I were young I had a community space like this. So I'm very, very grateful to be making it. And I'm grateful to see performers who probably wouldn't have even batted an eye at me before openly smile so big when they see me and bring me candy and treat me to drinks and food just because they love me that much platonically and and they thank me just for opening up the room or playing the right music that I can tell matches their personality and for hyping them up. And it makes me feel really good for so many reasons. I'm getting recognized by people who I thought would never ever even give me a single glance, and they admire me so much. I'm getting greeted with hugs and having so many hugs in a day that I can't even count. And most of all, if younger Tamia was in a position where she knew that there was a safe space like this, when she was 18 to go to, when she was anxious and shy, to just have a little fun, eat a little candy, and be safe. I would have loved that. And so I'm healing my own inner child by making a space like that, and it makes me so happy. And I'm so grateful. And now I have enough candy to last me for several weeks, and so much beauty in my life. And I'm so happy. Alright, I think that's all I gotta say for now. Plus, my throat's being weird again. I got that prenatal drip. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, I got a lot of compliments on my outfit today. Even this one girl who I thought didn't like me anymore, she straight up saw me and she's like, "Oh my god, Tam, I recognized it was you because you have it. I knew it was you. I recognized you from your amazing fashion sense." I'm gonna give myself some credit. The bluish, greenish, orangish, pinkish opal earrings with the pinkish, orangish, greenish, bluish kafaya and the white mother of pearl, almost similar looking style of like pearl and diamond covered Dior necklace with the opal pearly looking diamond covered earrings, and the white dress with the cute little shirt under. And it's a dress actually. It's a huge unfold, like it's a very funny enough. I dressed in a way that I thought was more masculine today, but I got a bunch of beautiful compliments with people saying, "Oh my god, you're so feminine." And like, even despite people's shitty stares, I didn't give a fuck. I thought I looked good and beautiful, and it's fine. I did. I absolutely did. And it feels extra funny to know that even someone openly was like, we were talking about some subject, and they're like, "Damn, I would have never guessed you're into that sort of thing from how feminine you are." And I said, "Oh, I'm feminine," and they were like, "Yeah." And I said, "Funny enough, this is the least feminine I've dressed in ages." But it was exquisite. But either way, fuck any bitch who like was looking at me with negatively or midly, because it's like deep down, those bitches were not impressive. Meanwhile, I'm out here getting praised for my beauty, free food and drinks on the house, building a community space, and doing much more substantial things with my life than being some ugly, shady, stupid bitch. Or just being like, I don't know, a pathetic, lame ass motherfucker who doesn't add up to anything past alcoholism and snark and vaping and sex all the time. Or like these fucking idiots who were judging me. I don't know, it's one of those affirming things where you feel happy that you have a better life than people who don't allegedly like you. But even they liked me. They knew they liked me. They loved my energy. And I love my energy too, and I noticed my life has been improving for the better. I'm super happy about that. Anything else I want to say? I'm grateful for every beautiful soul that has smiled at me, that has tipped me, that has hugged me, and made me feel welcome tonight. And I hope that the beauty and blessings keep going. Or actually, all the beauty and blessings will keep going.